with the absolute distinct honor of sharing with you what I think is the best opportunity business-wise and possibly health-wise that any of us will see in our entire life. That may seem like a bold claim, but stick with me for these next 20 minutes, and I'll certainly share with you what I see in this incredible opportunity. So in that picture there, you see the incredible company Organo, which just a little over 10 years ago was just an idea, but they started out 10 years ago, started sharing a healthier coffee, and they have evolved into a multi-billion-dollar international sensation with literally a lot of different products for better health, better lifestyle, and the company literally gets better week by week, month by month. Amazing what they're doing. So full disclosure, I'm going to share with you a couple of things. One, some really, really healthy products, what I believe are all best in class. And then number two, a phenomenal business opportunity. And in the end, I'm going to ask you to make a choice. And your choices are simple, 1 through 4. Number 1, you're not interested in the product. You're not interested in the company. That's very, very rare that people are not interested in either. But if that's you, thanks for sharing the time. And what I'll tell you is you probably know someone who could benefit. And you know what? Refer them to whoever referred you to this call. Number 2, someone's going to say yes to the products, no to the business. We love our customers. And in fact, our customers love us and our products. Number 3, you can say yes to the product. And yes, you want to build actually a small income. And for you, that may be, an extra $500 or $1,000 a month. And then some of you will say yes to the product and you'll actually want to break the bank. And the beautiful thing is the people that will be sharing with you throughout these next 10 days have all made that decision and actually changed their lives by making that happen. So we like to ask people a pretty simple question. Would you be open to trying a healthier coffee or tea or energy drink or detox drink or shake, which, by the way, tastes like liquid birthday cake, has incredible health benefits, and literally can melt off the pounds and make your body healthier in so many ways. If you'd be open to trying that, great. You've already said yes to the products. So what makes us special? This ingredient on the right goes by a couple different names. It's known as Ganoderma lucidum. It's also known as reishi. It's also known as ling chi. But you'll notice one of its nicknames is the miraculous king of herbs. It's called the herb of spiritual potency. It's also known as the herb of immortality. Literally, this herb has been in human use for over 2,000 years, and there are now over 3,000 peer-reviewed medical studies. One of the things I'll tell you is you'll hear about this herb, and you'll definitely want to try some. And some of you might be tempted to go on the internet and just look for something online and say, hey, where can I buy some Ganoderma? And here's the sad news. There's a lot of companies out there that will actually sell you this, and they can claim it's Ganoderma because it's in that species, but it's grown in a plastic bag as opposed to the stuff that we're actually sharing with you. So we have all 100% USDA certified organic Ganoderma. We have a patented process by which we put it into our products, which makes it beyond appealing. And then our products are processed with the highest standards that I've ever seen in the entire industry of nutrition, which, by the way, I've taught doctors about nutrition around the world for the last quarter of a century. So remember, if something sounds too good to be true, it probably is. If you're getting a lower price Ganoderma, understand that you're getting something that's worth far less than the amazing stuff that we're sharing. So the company Organo started out with coffee. They ultimately developed tea, and then they changed their coffee to get some latte and some mocha, and then they actually have some hot chocolate. And now we have some incredible shakes and energy drinks and detox drinks and even toothpaste and soap and nutraceuticals for those that are interested. But coffee is definitely the star of the show. So put your business hat on for just a moment and just think about this market. So coffee is the top consumed beverage on planet Earth. Every once in a while it flip-flops with tea, but right now it's number 1. But just keep in mind that tea numbers are the same. But 1.6 billion, that's with a B, 1.6 billion cups of coffee are consumed a day. So just because I like to put that in perspective, 1 billion years ago, estimated to be no life on planet Earth. A billion days ago, no human life on planet Earth. A billion hours ago was almost 114,000 years ago, the old Stone Age. A billion minutes ago was the Roman Empire. A billion seconds ago, Ronald Reagan told Mr. Gorbachev, tear down that Berlin Wall, 31.7 years ago. But a billion cups of coffee ago, well, given that I'm on Central Time here and it's 8 p.m., that was about 3 o'clock this morning. So I want you to think about that. 15 hours ago, a billion cups were consumed. Then the next 15 hours, a billion cups will be consumed. Just imagine if you could get just a tiny percentage of that market. That could take care of you and everybody you know for multiple generations. When we start talking about health, and of course all of our products are healthy, but understand that about 40% of the world is obese, and that's what the scale says, and there's a bunch of other people that are also known as thin fat people. That may sound like a paradox, but there's people that actually have way too much body fat, and that's not healthy at all, even though their scale is not saying they're too heavy. So what do we have for those people? We have the most incredible shakes that you would literally ever taste. The vanilla is said to taste like liquid birthday cake. The chocolate, like a Wendy's Frosty, happy to say, or maybe not so happy for the Wendy's fans, that I haven't had one, so I don't know what that tastes like. But I can tell you this is really delicious. That's really delicious. And there's a lot of things you can do with them to tweak them however you want. And I just want you to take a look at the results. Look at some people that literally have created the body of their dreams while also tremendously enhancing their health and enjoying the process. So I want you to think about something. This study asks the question, are you prepared? So just in the next few years, it's estimated that 40% of people in America will be independent contractors. If you look at Oxford, it actually suggests that over the next 15 years, about 35% of all jobs will actually be automated, replaced by either robots. The transportation industry is going to do that pretty quick. You can go into some McDonald's and there's no longer a person waiting on you. You literally touch screen to pick what you want. Some pretty good restaurants there too. So lots of jobs will be automated or even replaced by artificial intelligence. That may seem far-fetched, but Google IBM Watson computer, and you'll understand that they have a computer that has the entire world-known law library installed within it, and you can ask Watson a legal question, and they can get you a better answer than a team of attorneys in microseconds as opposed to days for many thousands of dollars. So I don't really know what IBM charges for that, but I don't think it's much. All the work's been done putting the data in there. But the question is, are you prepared? Is what you're doing for your future still going to be there and still actively employed? Here's the one thing I can tell you. People have been drinking coffee for over 1,000 years. And I can bet pretty assuredly that for sure in the next 100, they're still going to be doing that, if not 1,000+ years. So now, you get to actually capitalize on multiple fast-growing industries. First and foremost, the internet, of course, is here to stay. It's been said that our society has gone from brick and mortar businesses to click and order businesses. So myself, business in about 20 different countries, Organo's in 35 different countries. Most of those countries I've never been to, but someone shared a cup of coffee, maybe online, said, hey, I'd like you to try this, and they get it shipped from Organo. They never handle the product, they never handle the manufacturing, they don't handle the shipping, they don't accept the payment. Organo takes care of all that, and guess what? The money appears electronically in their account. Pretty amazing. When you look at home-based business, I am doing this out of my home. We actually share our business opportunity and have a home office, so we get to write out a pretty substantial discount every single year. In fact, just what we save on taxes with a home-based business makes it more than worthwhile, I would guess, for almost anybody to make the small investment in this home-based business. Health and wellness is a $1 trillion industry. Weight management, a $1 trillion industry. Coffee, we've already talked about that. 1.6 billion cups a day. And these are the companies around the world that we are currently in. One of my favorite mentors is a guy named John Maxwell. And he says, every single organization rises and falls with leadership. So you look at Bernardo Chua, who started this company over 10 years ago, had the foresight to get a patent on the process to put the Ganoderma in coffee and tea in a way which nobody can copy. And by the way, I'll tell you, some competitors have tried to copy the process. They can't. So all you need to do is try our coffee next to theirs, see what you prefer. I certainly know what the people that we've shared it with have preferred, and ours is clearly the winner in that case. Mr. Bernie Chua partnered with Mr. Shea Moran, who basically took this coffee all over the world, and Mr. Holton Buggs, who's the master of systems, the master of vision, and literally made it easier than ever for people with no experience, like myself and my family, no experience in this industry, to grow multi-million-dollar businesses from home with no employees, no inventory, no overhead, and very, very, very little risk. One of the company's greatest claims to fame is they actually have partnered with the Napoleon Hill Foundation. So picture Think and Grow Rich, the #1 book in its category, even though it was written in 1937, literally tens of thousands of copies are still sold every single year because the wisdom is timeless. Napoleon Hill, on over a 20-year mission, interviewed the 500 richest people on planet Earth and created a guide where the average man could actually become incredibly successful. In fact, successful beyond their wildest dreams. So the company Organo has partnered with them, partnered with that concept, and has helped so many people to do just that, create the life of their dreams. So what do we do with this product? Well, it all starts with a sample. And everything we have, beautifully, you can sample. But literally, I'll share coffee with someone and I'll say, how do you like it? Their typical response is, it's really, really good. And I say, yeah, it's really, really good for you too. You should get a box, right? That's usually my first statement. But there are actually 3 options. You can be a you can be a retail customer. I'm happy to sell it to you. You can be a wholesale buyer. You can get it at my cost, or you could get paid to consume or share the product. Which of those options is most attractive to you? Well, I got to tell you, most people, when they're given those choices, will say, wow, you know what? I think I'd like to get paid. So how do we build this business? Just as I've just described it to you. Ask people if they're open to trying a healthier product, whether it's coffee or tea or detox or energy drink or shake. So we share the product, we share the opportunity, and then we actually teach others to do the same. So the ever-expanding company Organo now has created their OG Academy online, literally having the best of the best of the best, teaching you how to literally do every single aspect of this business. So a lot of people want to know how to get paid. There's literally 7 different ways to get paid. First and foremost, there are retail sales. Now, I have an advantage. I actually have a clinic. I'm a chiropractor and nutritionist here in Houston, Texas. So we have walk-in traffic. And literally, just with our walk-in traffic, I like to say that we are a high service type business, not a high volume type business. But we're approaching $500,000 in retail sales in just shy of 7 years. So if you look at the monthly number there, that's a pretty good number. People come in, my staff will offer them a cup of coffee or tea. As they're drinking it, they'll ask them, how do you like that? They usually say, wow, that's really good. The simple reply is, it's really good for you too. You should get a box. That led to almost $500,000 in our business. But understand, there are a lot of businesses that still have walk-in traffic. So it could be a dentist. It could be an automobile shop. It could be a florist. It could be a hairstylist, right? It could be whatever there is. And yet, when people have walk-in traffic, think about it. If you're going to a business, would you want to have a cup of coffee or tea while you're waiting? Now imagine that you could help this business create a profit center. Now, fast track bonus, when we tell people you can be a retail customer, you can be a wholesale buyer, you can get paid to consume or share the product, if they decide they want to get paid, there's 3 different what we call accelerator packs. We'll talk about those later, but if these new business partners buy an accelerator pack, you can literally earn up to $130 in what's called a fast track bonus. And here's what makes our business so incredibly powerful. We actually start building a team of business. We're going to build 2 teams, a left team and a right team. So one of my favorite questions when I introduce people to the concept is, I'll just ask, how long do you think it would take you to find 2 people who are overworked, underpaid, and looking for opportunity? My favorite answer, I had a woman over at my home, and she had her 2 sisters with her, and she said, you know what? I've got my 2 right here, right now. I'm the oldest, so they're both going under me. So certainly the fastest I've seen is instantly, but let's slow it down a bit. Let's say it actually takes you a month to get 2 people overworked, underpaid, looking for opportunity. So now understand at the end of month 1, you're going to have 2 team members. Now you teach them to do the same. So guess what? They each are going to get their 2 team members. So you've got 4 by the 2nd month, 8th by the 3rd, 16th by the 4th. And just look at how this compounding works. By the 12th month, just that month, you've added 4,000 people to your team. Now, let's just make this practical. At this point, by the time you've added that many people, add all the numbers up, you're at about 8,000 team members. If these 8,000 team members just use 2 units of product a month from you, just 2, that's it. It could be 2 cups of coffee, it could be coffee and tea, it could be coffee and detox drink, it could be coffee and energy drink, it could be shake and energy drink, shake and detox drink, it could be toothpaste. Guess what? It might even be all the above. And for many people it is, because these are all best in category. But just 2 units a day per person, by the time you have 8,000 people on your team doing it, you've got a team that's going to do somewhere in the neighborhood of $250,000 a month in team volume. Now, if you actually sign up more than 2 people, if you actually sign up a bunch, right? Like my son, who by the way is only 25 years old, signed up over 150 people that like this business opportunity. If you build your business that way, you get paid a higher percentage. So let's say of that 250,000, you get 8% of your team volume, which is pretty representative of what we get from our team. You're looking at about $20,000 a month. Let's say you don't build it anywhere near that level. Let's say you're only getting 4%. Well, now look at that. Now you're getting $10,000 a month. What if it's only 2% because you haven't signed up that many personally? Well, guess what? Still $5,000 a month. Pretty fascinating. And that's at the end of 1 year. And then let's just take the extreme of that. Let's say you fail that by 90%. You only get 10% of that come true. Well, at an extra $500 a month, plus the health benefits from the tax benefits, you can see that this business has so much opportunity to help. And we'll talk a little bit later about the cost, which is at most about $1,400 to enter. Very minimal risk of harm. Once you start building your team and people actually start reordering, all of these other ways reflect ways of getting paid on reorders. And then the company actually has a lifestyle bonus. Now I can tell you for about the last 5 years, we've been getting about $1,000 a month in lifestyle bonus. So just you add that on up number by itself, and you can see on top of the other ways of getting paid, this could really be phenomenal. Now, one of the things I'll tell you, sometimes people really want to know the numbers. OG Academy has it all. The compensation plan can be broken down into phenomenal details if you want it, but let's keep it simple. We share coffee or products. We share the opportunity. We teach others to do the same. We build a team. We support that team, and then we get paid by the activity of that team. So recall up front, we said we're going to give you 4 options. Some of you at this point may say, no, I'm not interested in these best of category products, and I'm not interested in the business model either. We say, thank you. I guarantee you, you know someone who does, refer them to whoever referred you to this. Some of you are going to say yes to the products, no to the business. Cool, we love our customers. Some will say yes to the product, they want a small business, and others will say yes, and they want to break the bank. And we're going to discuss the details on that real quick. So everybody buys essentially a back office. So you're going to buy a website, which is $49.95 a year. That also comes with a merchant account. Now, I can tell you, I've hired someone to build a business for my small business, my clinic, and it was over $5,000 to build that website. We also have a merchant account, which is over $40 a month. So you're looking at about $500 a year to maintain it. So Organo has a world-class website that they've literally just invested a small fortune in to make as user-friendly as any website on the entire web. You get that for $49.95 a year. Remember, we talked about the 3 accelerator packs. We call them good, better, or best. So you can get a bronze pack, which has about $250 worth of wholesale product in the U.S., a silver pack, which has about $450 worth of wholesale product, and the gold pack, which has $1,250 worth of wholesale product. People always ask, well, you know, why would I ever start at $250 or $1,250 when I could start at $250? Well, the answer is pretty simple. The company's really smart. It's a one-time investment. If you make the bigger investment, they pay you more ways up front and more money up front. And that usually turns out to be about twice as much money for a period of time until your business really gets going. For some people, it's a matter of weeks, and for most, it's really a matter of a few months to get it done. One of the questions we like to ask is, whose life are you going to change today? Hopefully your own and the lives of so many people that you do know. And I want to talk to you about some bonuses that are going to make this holiday season extra wonderful. So Black Friday is coming up, right? The day after Thanksgiving. And from Friday until Monday, you actually are going to get an incredible special on this 8 superfood detox drink. That's a DX. You buy one, you're actually going to get 1 XT free. If you buy 2, you're going to get 3 XT free. If you're going to buy 3, you get 5 XT free. So this XT is best in class energy drink. It doesn't compare to these other things. I won't name them by name, but there's some energy drinks out there that are not very healthy. They're full of stimulants. This has natural herbs that give you a smooth energy process and also the buffers that are found in nature. And that's one of the most beautiful things about natural sources. They tend to be wonderful, nourishing, and even adaptive to whatever the body needs. Organo also has a holiday collection set for $99. You're actually going to get the OG selection set, which is a bunch of samples. You get a 3-day trial kit for the OGX, 2 green tea, a red tea, and then a classy holiday tumbler. The new back office that I described is now available, so if you are watching this and you're already part of our incredible Organo family, you're going to want to activate your website. It's up and running. Mr. Shane Moran, the global master distributor, the guy that's actually sold more healthy coffee than anybody on planet Earth, literally gives 2 calls, one every Monday, one every Friday, to teach you how to build your business. Latin America, December 1 and 2, coming up pretty quick. They have their convention in Cancun, one of the most beautiful places on the world, and Latin America is absolutely leading the way for the entire Organo world by sharing the opportunity with as much passion and success as anybody we've seen. 2 big events coming up in Canada. In Montreal, Quebec, December 8th for a Super Saturday, and Mississauga, Ontario, December 9th. Mr. Shane Moran, the global master distributor, will be there. The company's training event, UTX, the Ultimate Training Experience, February 22 through 24 in Las Vegas. I will be there with at least 100 team members, always taking in the magnificent training. And then the next incentive trip, the OG Getaway for 2019. My family has actually won every OG trip that they've offered. They make it easy enough. If you literally follow the system, you can get the vacation of your dreams. But this time, they have 5 different locations, including Europe and Asia and the United States and Central America, and I think Africa as well. So pretty amazing stuff. So with that said, we like to say it's easy, it's simple, it's Organo. I want you to get back with the person that referred you to this call and let them know I'm a 1, 2, 3, or 4. And please, you owe it to yourself and the people you know and love to take advantage of these incredible specials. So I'm Dr. Bob Rakowski, knowing that we can all be happy, healthy, and successful. Good night, and God bless.